Do you need help with something?
Oh my god. Are you the queen?
I actually am a part of the royal family. Do you need help with anything?
Well, yeah, I wish I could be the royal family one day.
Just sit on tight. Today's your lucky day.
Wow.
My dearest people of Ryder, I will be taking you on a journey all through England today. This nation is filled with so much history and famous landmarks. My people and I will be teaching you all about the great country of England and how you can visit us here too. So Michael, please join me on this adventure. Let's get this started.
Hello everyone, Adam here, and today we are covering the grand nation of England. Credited with being one of the most influential nations in the world, England has won over hundreds of thousands of people from all over the globe, with their many influential cultural works, ranging from classical texts such as the Canterbury Tales and William Shakespeare, to modern-day influences such as the Rolling Stones and the famous TV show Doctor Who. The only thing greater than the culture of England is its rich history, spanning hundreds of years full of creation, innovation, and discovery. England is home to some of the greatest and most iconic monuments in the world, from the ancient Stonehenge Formation to the towering Big Ben, and of course the royal family's glamorous housing, Buckingham Palace. With many full years of history and great accomplishments behind it, we have a lot to cover on this great nation. So let's get right into it, the country of England, right after these messages.
Welcome back to Are You Around the World? Now you just learned a little bit about how life is in England. Now we're going to sit down and speak to a student who has changed his environment and lives in New Jersey now. Luke Sharples is an English native studying here at Ryder. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
So how long have you been living here in America?
I've been here just about 12 years now.
Wow, 12 years, practically your entire life. What's something, if you remember, that shocked you immediately when arriving here?
I think probably the biggest shock for coming here was the people. I found people were a lot more open, a lot more expressive here. I think I found the American stereotype that people are a lot louder here.
Are people not friendly in England?
Not friendly, just not as exuberant, I'll say.
Okay, I see. So did you have a hard time adjusting here from England when you first arrived?
I did at first. I had some difficulty when I first came over here, but I think I've adjusted fairly well now. I'd still say I understand American, I still don't speak it.
That's good. You have a cool accent. All right, so the word pants. It obviously does not have the same meaning to me as it does for you. Can you tell me of a time that you've had a mix-up of words or got dirty looks?
I can't even begin to count how many times people have given me odd looks from using vocabulary. The greatest examples I can think of, probably instances I've asked someone to pass me a rubber so I can erase something out, or asking if they're going off on a fag break.
A rubber. What does rubber mean?
Asking someone to hand me an eraser, and I will clarify, a fag break is someone going off to have a cigarette.
Yeah, that's completely off. When like here, rubber means yeah.
Yes, it's given me a good few strange looks.
Yeah, we won't go into that. Do you still keep up with any of the traditions from home?
Somewhat. I'd say we mix traditions fairly well. My mother and I, when we both came over here, we still watch a lot of English television. We still try when we can to celebrate some of our holidays back home. But I'd say we mix a lot of traditions now.
Okay, like what kind of holidays do you celebrate back home?
We try and have bonfire night, the 5th of November.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But we also have the 4th of July, Thanksgiving. So we mix traditions, I'd say.
Okay, so you do celebrate 4th of July here.
Any excuse to come out on the beach and watch fireworks.
So there's different kinds of accents all over England. Could you explain a little bit how you could determine where someone's from depending on their accent?
Well, I think it's similar to what you have in here in America. I can tell if someone's from the south of England or from the north of England. people in the north, they tend to have a bit of a, I won't say a thicker, but a more perhaps a more pronounced or prominent accent. People from the south, they will have perhaps slight more enunciation of certain words.
Okay, I see. Where are you from? The north?
I'm from London originally, so I'm from the south.
Okay. How often do you get stopped or asked about your accent?
Usually, every time I meet someone or I'm talking to someone for the first time, they'll usually have some sort of question. It's interesting sometimes when people try to guess where I'm from.
Well, that's all the time we have with you today, but thank you so much for joining me today, Luke.
Thank you.
Up next, we'll be heading over to the CIE office with Nilvian to figure out how to get ourselves to England. Stay tuned after this commercial break.
Hey guys, welcome back to Are You Around the World? I'm here with Kim Cameron, Assistant Director to CIE. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing well. We're here to talk about our awesome programs to study in London. Now, is London a typical place where students study abroad?
It's probably the #1 place
Really?
that students study abroad. London, England, and Australia are very popular.
And
Yes.
what programs do you provide?
We have a couple programs we can highlight today. Our first one is Edge Hill University, and Edge Hill University is 2 hours north of London by Liverpool and Manchester. A lot of students like this school because it's very close to London, Dublin, and Scotland.
Wow.
So students can travel to all different kinds of places, and it's also a cheaper area, so you're not spending the $6 for a coffee like you would be in London. So you're close, but you're not in the city center. Edge Hill University also offers a lot of classes in criminal justice.
Okay.
And Rider just added a new criminal justice minor, so students will be able to take classes there. We also have St. Mary's University. It's one of our newer schools, and this is in Twickenham, which is in London, so it's about 25 minutes away from London. And students can take classes in theater, psychology, sociology, and if you have a business of sports minor, you can take the sports classes here. So this is also becoming very popular. Oh, I think you know we actually have 3 students going abroad there next semester.
We do, and those are our first batch of students that are outbound, right?
Yes, so our first batch of students, so we're very excited for that.
That's awesome. Now, if students want to do internships abroad, is there any opportunity for them to do that?
Yes, actually, this is probably another really popular program, our CAPA program in London. We have very good internship programs, especially with the theater and communications majors. We actually had a student a few years ago who interned with ESPN,
Wow.
and he was then offered a full-time job with them. So very popular program. Students would take 2 classes, so they would get 6 credits and then take their internship for 6 credits.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity because
Yeah.
you're working with English companies in your field of study.
Yep. So you're going to school with Americans, but you're working with British companies. So you get the both of best worlds. Now, the Edge Hill and St. Mary's don't have internship options, but you're going to British universities and you have that British culture immersion.
Would you be roomed with like British students as well?
At St. Mary's, yes. At Edge Hill, you actually have your own room, so it's kind of a perk too.
That's awesome. Now,
Yeah.
if students want to apply, if they have any questions, comments, concerns, what's the next step?
They can email CIE@rider.edu, and somebody will set them up with an advisement. Or they can email me directly, kcameron@rider.edu.
Thank you so much, Kim, for talking to us about these awesome opportunities in London, in England.
Yes.
And that's it. That's all we have for this week. We're going to send it over to Michael with the word of the week.
Hello everyone, Michael's here. This edition of Word of the Week is brought to you by a local from London, Diona Farrow.
Hi, so I'm here in London to discuss a word that I think has a different meaning in English and American. The word I've come up with is pants. which I think Americans tend to use to refer to trousers or slacks, I think they call it. Whereas over here in England, we call our pants our knickers. So that's what I believe is a difference in dialect or a difference in our use of the English language.
Up next, Are You Around the World group gonna have a tea time with a special guest after this commercial break.
Hello, I'm Daisy Allen from Portsmouth, England, and today I've invited the crew of Are You Around the World to come over for tea and cakes, which is a traditional English thing to do. And yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
We're really excited.
So I've brewed this tea for you. There's an argument. Is it milk and 2 sugars? Do you put the tea bag in first, the milk in first? But why don't you give it a try first and see what you think?
So there's milk and 2 sugars in here?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys like that or some strong.
It's good.
It's
different.
definitely
It's really good.
different from the
Love
tea
it.
I'm used to, yeah.
The tea is very different. This is PG Tips, one of the best.
Is that like the go-to brand that everyone from England buys pretty much?
Yeah, I'd say so. There's that, and there's Tetley tea bags, you know, all the standard ones, but yeah. Okay. And then this is Spotted Dick. You can laugh at the name. It's fine.
So what does that mean? Is that like slang or like a different meaning for it in
No.
England?
I really don't know. I do not know how they come up with the name. But you think they'd change it, but I don't know. If you were to go out for tea and cakes with your friends and whatever, you'd probably get scones and with jam and butter and stuff like that. You also might get Spotted Dick. And it's basically a sponge pudding with some raisins and a bit of like golden syrup and maple syrup in it.
Okay.
But I will cook this for you now so you guys can try it, okay?
So when was the last time you actually had some spotted dick?
I was actually just saying earlier, the last time I had Spotted Dick was very, very long time ago. I really don't even know what this tastes like, so it's going to be a bit of a surprise for me too. Okay, so I can get it up. This is what it looks like right now. Hopefully it's going to come out tasting nicely. Guys, that is Spotted Dick for you right there. Okay, so it's been cooked, it's called pick up a fork and try some.
And I don't know what to expect.
Thank you. Yeah. Alright guys.
Alright, so we dig in? Let's dig in.
Alright.
Should I take a big chunk?
Yeah, go for it. It might be a bit hot, but yeah. Take a big bit.
Is this gonna be like Vegemite, guys?
How does it
I
taste?
hope not.
Alright, ready?
Not that bad. That's good though. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it is good.
I don't know what I was expecting, honestly.
No.
It's a bit sweet. Like it's like a dessert.
Yeah, you
kind
can
of.
taste the syrupy, I feel like.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Was it raisins in it?
Yep.
I'm pleasantly surprised as well, to be honest.
So that's all we have for today. We're gonna finish up this tea and Spotted Dick, and we'll see you next time.
We learned some pretty incredible things on this adventure, and even though being royalty for a day was quite lovely, it's time to go back to work, because next week we are going to Spain. I'm Daisy Rodanera, and cheerio till next time.
Michael's here. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, guys.
Are there different types of these?
Making a mess.
You know, yeah, me too.
I'm joking.
I'm sorry, can you get me to that? And I'll throw it again.
History. Damn it. Sorry.
So I got you a curly whirly each. It's just a Cadbury's English chocolate.
This addition, okay. Melvin makes it hard.
So that's all we have for today. I don't know.
Way too black.
Hello guys, Michael's here. This episode, oh, I always forgot him.
So that's all we have for today. We're gonna finish up this spotted dick and tea, and we'll see you next time.